If you're here just for a casual horror story, this video isn't for you. Because today, I'm not going to tell a story. I'm recording an event that actually happened to me. There's something in my life I've been running from, and it's destroyed everything. It's taken everything I ever had. January 14th, 2024. My company sent me for 3 days to a small town in Vermont. There was a snowstorm warning, roads were closing, so I quickly booked a cabin. The online reviews were all 5 stars. People were saying, "Beautiful cabin. Feels like home. So peaceful, I slept like a baby." What I didn't know, the people who left those reviews probably never actually left the cabin. I arrived there in the evening. The cabin looked cozy from the outside. Old wooden walls, a green cushioned rocking chair on the porch. The weird part? The air was still, but that chair was slowly rocking, as if someone had just gotten up from it. As soon as I stepped inside, a chill ran down my spine. It felt like someone was watching me enter. I put my things down and started exploring the house. Everything looked normal, except for one thing. From the ceiling above, I could hear slow footsteps. Drip, drip, drip. I thought maybe the wood had just aged. That's why it was making noise. Then my eyes landed on an old family photo in the hallway. I froze. The man in the photo. It was the same face I had seen on a missing person poster just last week. I told myself, "It's a coincidence. Calm down, Alex." I stayed outside on the chair for a long time, and as night fell, I went inside. The footsteps started again, and this time, no heel, no toe, just the dragging sound. Shh, shh, shh. Like someone was crawling barefoot across the wooden floor. I picked up my phone and called the landlord. He said casually, "Oh, don't worry. Old houses make weird sounds." I asked jokingly, "Have you ever lived here before?" He paused for 2 seconds and just said, "Just don't go upstairs at night." I asked, "Why?" But the call ended. I turned on the TV to keep myself busy. But the TV started changing channels on its own. The remote was in my hand, yet the channels were blinking. Then suddenly, I was about to go sleep in my room, but I saw something that stopped my breath. My eyes landed on the floor. My hands started shaking. I stepped back. Wet footprints were on the floor, entering from the bedroom door, moving toward me, and stopping right in front of me. I started to realize someone else was living here. I gathered the courage and said, "Hello?" No answer. I picked up my phone, about to call someone. Then, a voice came from inside the wall. "Here." Then from the other wall, "Come." From the back wall, "Stay." It felt like the entire room was breathing, speaking to me. The lights started flickering. Then, all the lights went out. In the dark, I heard someone breathing right next to my ear. Then, a voice came from below the basement floor. "Come down." Basement. In the basement. The basement door was half open. As soon as I touched it, it opened completely on its own. The smell of rotting wood and iron filled the air. I turned on my flashlight and went down. On an old table below, newspaper clippings were scattered. I picked one up. Reading the headline made my hands go numb. Vermont cabin disappearance, 1998. Local man vanished inside his own home, body never found. In the photo, it was the same man, the same missing person. Then I heard a whisper from behind, "He never left." I turned my flashlight, and in the dark corner at the bottom of the stairs, 2 black eyes were staring at me. They weren't human eyes. They were empty, dead. It started moving forward. Its face, rotted, swollen, as if it had been buried underground for years. I wanted to run, but my feet felt glued to the floor. It said, "So cold. Stay with me." I threw my phone at its face with trembling hands. It screamed, and in that second, I ran upstairs as fast as I could. It shouted from behind, "Don't leave!" I ran outside, fell in the snow. I grabbed a phone from a nearby shopkeeper and called the police. Officers went inside. A few minutes later, they called me down to the basement. There was no one there. But the basement dirt was still wet, like someone had just dug it with their hands. On the wall, an old diary hung on a nail. Its last entry read, "If you are reading this, don't tell them I'm here. I don't want to hurt anyone. I just don't want to be alone again." Below it, a wet handprint, fresh. The police sealed the cabin. They sent me to another hotel. I thought, it's finally over. For 2 days, nothing happened to me. But on the third day, when I stepped out of the hotel, I remembered that I had left my car keys in the room. I went back to the room to get them. My eyes went wide. I saw wet footprints on the floor. I had no idea what was happening. I took a deep breath and grabbed my car keys, leaving the room as if I hadn't seen the footprints at all. By evening, I reached home and told my wife everything. She explained, maybe some homeless person was hiding in that cabin, and the cabin incident got stuck in your mind. That's why you even saw footprints in the hotel. Or maybe those footprints were yours. I accepted that maybe I was overthinking. For several months, my life went on peacefully. My wife was pregnant, and we were both very happy. I started coming home early from the office every day so I could spend as much time as possible with her. But one day, when I came home, I saw my wife lying near the stairs. I had lost both my wife and my child. I hadn't even recovered from that shock when I lost my job as well. I started staying home alone all the time. One night, while I was sleeping, I felt someone breathing on my face. Someone called my name and said, "You belong to me. I'm so lonely without you." My body went numb. The next morning, I left my house and took my essentials with me, leaving the country. Just yesterday evening, I heard the sound of footsteps on the roof of my house, and someone whispered, "Found you. I don't know what will happen to me now." It's been almost 2 years since this incident, but even today, I still don't know who it is, or why it's haunting me.